A woman, a correction officer, is back in the limelight in court, and this is what she did.
Well, now, a former Shelby County Corrections deputy was terminated earlier this year after investigators began looking into allegations she had sexual contact with a prisoner. The accused, Akira Jones, was back in court this morning. The judge telling the 20-year-old she must hire an attorney by her next court date. Here's WREG's Dorita Patterson with more from today's bond arraignment.
Outside the Criminal Justice Center, the drizzling rain hitting the ground created waves. Meanwhile, there was a wave of concern following an alleged felonious act that resulted in a woman being terminated earlier this year from her job as a corrections deputy. In a statement from the Shelby County Sheriff's Department, December 20th of 2023, the department was made aware of allegations a corrections deputy was having sex with an inmate. A criminal investigation was launched, leading.
Let's pause it right there on the picture. Listen, if the deputy is coming to work, 20-year-old woman policing grown, criminal, hardened prison men. A corrections officer, she got her butterfly eyelashes on, she got her eyebrows done, she got her weave on tight, and she's smiling, and she might be cross-eyed. I have no idea, but let me just tell you something. This is why we need to actually have a come to Jesus moment, and we need to correct society, because this is not just her making a bad decision. Let me tell you something. Ain't no way in the world, not one way ain't no way in the world am I going to let my 20-year-old daughter become a corrections officer. It's no way in on heaven and earth. Because my 20-year-old daughter is like my 16. It's the same thing. Once my 16-year-old daughter turned 20, she the same person. Ain't no way on God's green earth am I letting my 20-year-old daughter be a corrections officer in a jail or a prison over grown men. That's wild. That is wild. But this is what equalization and feminism gives you. It gives you look, you shouldn't even be qualified. There are certain jobs that you shouldn't even be able to be considered for. If you are a 20-year-old woman, you should not be able to police inmates. Man, she getting buzzed down inside of the prison.
Detectives, they say, to corrections deputy Akira Jones, seen here in her employee photo. Unfortunately, after being indicted and charged, she now has a mugshot. That brings us to where we are today.
State of Tennessee versus Akira Jones, set for bond arraignment, first setting out of custody.
The 20-year-old who's out on bond was back in court Tuesday, facing Judge Jennifer Fitzgerald.
Good morning, Ms. Jones. You've been indicted in a one-count indictment for sexual contact with prisoners, Class E felony.
Jones is also facing the possibility she could end up in a detention center, much like the one where she once worked, if she's found guilty. The judge wanting to know if Jones has retained a lawyer.
Do you have an attorney?
The simple answer from Jones, she's still working on hiring one. The court giving a little more than a month to obtain defending counsel. Judge Fitzgerald telling Jones if convicted of the Class C felony, she could spend the next 1 to 6 years in lockup, and she would be required to pay a $3,000 fine. The 20-year-old has been ordered back to court May 6th, along with her attorney will be there as well.
She gonna get them slip-on attorneys. She gonna get them that attorney that got them slip-on shoes. You know you going to jail with that. I don't think she's gonna go to jail anyway. They saying that she can get up to a $3,000 fine and 1 to 6 years in lockup. They not gonna give her that. They gonna give her probation. Come on, man. You know how they treat these women. She a child. She a child. I look at her as a child. There's no way in the world that she ever should have even been available for that job. She never should have qualified. She never should have got hired. But this is what equality gets you. All right. Second story of the day is a mother and daughter is caught and arrested for butt injections. Check it out.
Only on 13 tonight, a mother and daughter arrested, accused of doing dangerous and illegal butt injections.
And the arrests were the result of an undercover sting. ABC 13's Jessica Willie was there when they were caught. Jessica joins us live right now.
Yeah, this mother and daughter were taken to jail tonight, both facing charges for unlawfully practicing medicine. The mother facing an additional drug charge. Houston police want to hear from people with information. They believe these ladies travel the country doing these injections, charging $6,000 a procedure, and it's anyone's guess what's in them. Mother and daughter in handcuffs and under arrest. The two walked out of this Cypress home by officers at different times this afternoon, but facing the same allegations, doing illegal butt injections. The undercover sting happening on Eastern Meadowlark Way in this family-friendly neighborhood. Officers and agents with Houston Police, the FDA, and Homeland Security investigations partnering to bust 56-year-old Consuelo Dalbo and her 18-year-old daughter, Isabella. With airline baggage tags still on their luggage, HPD says the women just flew in from doing a procedure in California to meet who they thought was another customer. A deal was made, police say, a place in the home prepared to administer the injections. Syringes lined up on a table, a bag full of illegal injectables on the floor. The undercover operation staged in a short-term rental and proactive, police say.
We never would have imagined this would have happened.
They've investigated similar
Now, do you think it was necessary for me to have conversations on Hardly Initiated last night or no? Do y'all think that it was necessary for me to go on that platform and say what I said last night or no? I'm just asking. Just a matter of opinion. Because look, this is what y'all doing to yourselves in order to get the man that y'all want. Y'all out there looking just like... Have y'all ever seen a grizzly bear with an oversized butt? Have y'all ever seen it? And you know what? There's somebody going to see that through. Have y'all ever seen a grizzly bear with an oversized butt? That's what y'all look like. An ant bear. If a grizzly bear ever got pregnant by an ant, this is what it would look like. Jesus Christ. And it's a market for this. They traveling the whole country, getting it in.
Cases involving death and injury before. Just last year, Lisa Fernandez pleaded guilty to manslaughter.
I did hear about that Noble Amhotep. Hopefully I get to that today. Right now I'm just showing y'all who y'all getting injections from and what's going on out here in these streets. I had to stop it. So y'all can understand what we're dealing with right now. Y'all look like ant bears. Ant bears, seriously. If a grizzly bear had sex with an ant and the ant got the grizzly bear pregnant, this is what it would come out like. Ant bears. Y'all are ant bears now. And then y'all want to sit here and try to hold me accountable for saying what I said last night? Jesus Christ.
Slaughter for the death of Marja McClendon.
It's very devastating, heartbroken. We've been through a lot.
Her family told us that she traveled to Houston for...
I'm just going to keep stopping it for a second. And here's my other question. Why do girls that get BBLs and injections always take their picture like this? What is this? What is this pose right here? Why is this the pose? Every chick that I know have ever seen in real life that take a picture, that got a BBL, they always do like this. What is going on with y'all? And we all getting so much money for y'all ain't got $1,000 for an emergency, but y'all getting a BBL and injections.
Silicone butt injections, suffered complications and died. No one knows yet what's in the bottles and boxes seized today. What's certain is they are not FDA approved. Mother and daughter not licensed, police say, to do any medical procedure.
But y'all supporting it. And then last but not least, shout out to Houston. Have y'all realized that? No, I'm not doing a 360. Have y'all realized that Houston has become one of the most degenerate cities in the United States of America, right behind Atlanta, Chicago, and New York? Check this out, man.
Copy the rundown. The Houston restaurant is burglarized just hours after opening on its first day. We have video that shows the thief busting the window and ripping the register off the counter. It's a story you'll only see on Fox tonight. Reporter Sherman DeSalle joining us live from the restaurant on Westheimer. Sherman, you spoke with the owners?
Yeah, I did, Caroline. Good evening. Both of the men say that they've been working hard on this business for months. And they said they don't want any sympathy or charity. They just want the community to know that they will be here no matter what comes their way.
Opening this restaurant and building it was more hard than somebody is breaking into the restaurant.
Muhammad Assad and his business partner opened the doors to their Shawarma restaurant on the 8500 block of Westheimer April 1st. The two men have been excited about opening up to customers. Video catches the moment someone couldn't wait to see what was in store.
I cannot work the second day because everything was, broke.
At 3 a.m. on April 2nd, they deal with this. The unidentified man managed to take over $1,000 in cash from Shawarma Land's first day of sales and left over $3,000 in repairs.
We saw him on this camera, so he broke in here. He walked to the cashier. He go all the way. We saw him on this camera also, and on this camera. Okay, so he walked all the way here, and he snatched the drawer here all the way, the cash drawer. He took it all the way with him. First of all, we get nervous, sad, but after that, we get keep going.
Commercial burglaries are happening frequently in that area. The Houston Crime Map shows 21 reported incidents on Westheimer near Shawarma Land over the past month, compared to 17 incidents reported during the same period last year. But those numbers don't discourage the shawarma business owners from moving forward. They dedicated an entire year to building the place from the ground up and determined to make it work for the community.
I wish that the guy is in peace now and he have the support that he needs. And I will always thank Houston and all the family and the friend support.
I don't think y'all realize how hard it is and how dedicated you have to be to invest in something with your own money. Then you work hard to build it up, and then you open it up, and then the very first day that you open it, somebody breaks in. The very first day that you open it, you'll start to question yourself. You'll start to question your journey and why you ever even did this in the first place and whether it was working, because you already, throughout the whole process, right, you sinking everything that you got into it. You're making sure that you do everything. You got inspections. You up against the wall. Your margins is going to be short, but you got this dream that you really believe in. And you focusing so hard on trying to get this thing open. And then in a split second, somebody in a hoodie walks in, busts open the door, and then steal the money out. It could almost break you. It could almost break you. It could almost break you when that happens to you and then somebody steals from you the very first day that you open it up. It could almost break you, but Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm preaching to the choir here, though, because if you was a criminal, if you was a person that actually has some kind of moral compass, you wouldn't do that in the first place. Like, I just couldn't imagine breaking into somebody else's place.